Welcome to Have You Read It, the channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Whether you're here for self-help, personal growth, or business inspiration, there's something for everyone. Today, we're exploring Built to Last: Successful Habits of Visionary Companies by Jim Collins and Jerry Porras. This book explores the characteristics of exceptional, enduring companies, offering timeless insights into building organizations that thrive for generations. So, grab your coffee, settle in, and get ready to explore the secrets of companies that have not only survived, but truly prospered for decades, even centuries. Built to Last isn't just another business book. It's a blueprint for building institutions that make a lasting impact on the world. Collins and Porras embarked on a 6-year research journey to uncover what sets these visionary companies apart. They studied 18 exceptional companies, comparing them to a control group of good but not quite great companies. They wanted to understand what makes the gold medalists different from the silver and bronze medalists. The comparison companies weren't failures. They often outperformed the general stock market. However, they lacked the enduring greatness of their visionary counterparts. One of the most surprising findings is that it doesn't take a great idea to start a great company. In fact, many visionary companies started with no specific idea or even outright failures. Think of Hewlett-Packard, starting in a garage with a hodgepodge of products, or Sony, whose first product, a rice cooker, didn't even work. The key is not the initial idea, but the ability to adapt, evolve, and build an enduring organization. This leads to the first key concept: clock building, not time telling. A charismatic leader with a brilliant idea is a time teller. They might achieve short-term success, but their impact is limited. Clock builders, on the other hand, focus on creating an institution that can thrive beyond any single leader or product. They see the company itself as the ultimate creation. Think of David Packard and Bill Hewlett focusing on creating the HP way, or Masaru Ibuka's emphasis on the Sony pioneer spirit. Another myth busted: visionary companies aren't solely driven by profit. While profit is essential for survival, like oxygen for the human body, it's not the ultimate purpose. These companies have a core ideology, a set of core values, and a sense of purpose beyond just making money. This purpose fuels their long-term success. Merck, for instance, prioritized preserving and improving human life, even giving away a drug for river blindness for free. This pragmatic idealism, balancing purpose with profit, is a hallmark of visionary companies. This brings us to the powerful dynamic of preserve the core, stimulate progress. Visionary companies have a core ideology that remains relatively fixed, providing a foundation for growth. But they also have a relentless drive for progress, constantly pushing for change and improvement in everything that's not core. This yin and yang of core and progress is essential for long-term success. It's not about balance, but about maximizing both. One powerful mechanism for stimulating progress is the Big Hairy Audacious Goal, or BHAG. These are bold, ambitious goals that challenge the organization and create momentum. Think of Boeing's risky bet on the 707, launching them into commercial aviation, or Sony's goal to change the world's perception of Japanese products. BHAGs are clear, compelling, and often risky, but they inspire people to achieve extraordinary things. A crucial point: BHAGs should align with the core ideology. To preserve the core, visionary companies often foster cult-like cultures. Now, don't get me wrong, they're not actual cults, but they are incredibly selective, hiring and promoting those who fit with the core ideology and ejecting those who don't. This creates a strong sense of belonging and shared purpose. Think of the Nordstrom Employee Handbook. Rule number 1: use good judgment in all situations. There will be no additional rules. This empowers employees while ensuring they operate within the Nordstrom framework. Visionary companies aren't afraid to experiment. They try a lot of stuff and keep what works. This evolutionary approach, mimicking the biological evolution of species, leads to unexpected breakthroughs. Johnson & Johnson stumbled into consumer products with baby powder and Band-Aids. Marriott's airport services started with a single restaurant near an airport. This branching and pruning process, embracing experimentation and accepting failures, is essential for adapting to a changing world. Another key finding: visionary companies prioritize homegrown management. They promote from within, developing leaders who are steeped in the core ideology. This ensures continuity and preserves the core. Look at General Electric, with a century of CEOs grown from within. In contrast, companies that rely on outside CEOs often see disruptions and a disconnect from their core values. Good enough never is. Visionary companies have a relentless drive for self-improvement. They are never satisfied, constantly pushing to do better tomorrow than they did today. Procter & Gamble created internal competition between brands to drive innovation. Walmart tracked daily sales against the previous year's figures. These mechanisms of discontent ensure continuous progress. A crucial point: this long-term focus doesn't come at the expense of short-term performance. Visionary companies build for the future and deliver strong results today. So it's not just about having a vision statement, it's about alignment, ensuring that everything, from strategy to operations to culture, works together to preserve the core and stimulate progress. Ford's 1980s turnaround wasn't just about a new mission statement, but about aligning everything with that mission, from quality control to employee involvement. Merck's commitment to research wasn't just talk, it was reflected in their Merck Campus and their emphasis on scientific publications. This comprehensive, consistent alignment is what brings the vision to life. Finally, let's revisit the vision framework. A well-conceived vision consists of two components: core ideology and envisioned future. Core ideology answers, why do we exist? Envisioned future answers, what do we aspire to become? Alignment makes it all work. So, what's the main takeaway? Building a visionary company is not about magic or luck. It's about a disciplined, long-term approach. It's about building an organization with a strong core ideology and a relentless drive for progress. Here are a few easy-to-remember heuristics. Build a clock, don't tell time. Embrace the genius of the and. Preserve the core, stimulate progress. Align everything. Thanks for watching. Have you read it? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book exploration.